I met you on a cold and loveless night. The moon had somehow withered, and the sea had taken fright, crashing upon the pier, and there, lying amid the plaited coral, was you, a slumbering beauty, partially hid, but not so well as to escape my view. So I tapped my sword upon your casket, and I kissed your pickled lips, and I touched your feta skin, and I held your salted hips, but nothing could arouse you, could raise your heavy breast. Oh, darling, oh, what life we had. There's time for that, for rest, and that it seems aroused. Response and trembles, trebles, pulsed, a sear, and one horrible, horrible cry. Oh, lover, come not near. I screamed, I fell, your demon yell awoke in me desire. I fainted, fainted, parried, rushed in and tarried, fell back enduring, made a thrust, and watched in horror, watched in fear, watched in the rising gust. And even so, and even then, there came that horrible cry again. Oh, lover, come not near. And such is how I found you on a cold and loveless night. The moon had somehow withered, and the sea had taken fright, crashed upon the pier. Can I tell you of a time when death's unknown, and that's the only ever time, the time when we're not grown? And the question, quite a question I once asked. Do you love me? Yes. And do you love me still? Will the world grow even colder till anon we feel the chill over hill and over dale? Watch that woman in the veil. Need love where such a face winds uncovered with what disgrace? Have you none of your decorum, common sense, propriety, wearing molten masks of Mayfield's faults, face society, yet one among you painted plums of a straw fire, flarted and funked, wears quite another continence, absurdly coiffed and punked. Could it be my arguments already been debunked? Pray, madam, why so weary, why but pale or gray and blue? What can a dame be thinking? And she answered, same to you, my boy, you're not too handsome, you're not so handsome as to even get a clue. Come on now, grandma, I retorted, and she got off her chest. What can a dame be thinking, boy? I'm thinking, take a breath of the awful brevity of life and levity of death, of the awful brevity of life and levity of God. It really is a mouthful, hammered, fired, and loosely showed. Grandma, someone ought to tell you, take up bowling, not the rod. So we seemingly sat and daily paused and pondered, thought a while, and while meantime how the women each forgot the curtsy, smile, seeing somehow in delicacy I had the air defiled. I have no time for woman, plural. There was not but ever one, a prior's niece who, being simple, I thought, as simply one, naivety and youth, so cursed how I thought the deal was done. Since then I can't even look upon so sweet and chaste her face, another woman, no matter how decked and graced the waist, for I can never more revisit that hamstrung self-same place, supposing then the best thing God invented, beauty in that other part, emotion, regimented, could fall asleep and not deplete, among impede meta, blah, blah, blah. Hope, fear, sorrow, joy, who is it out of you can't say? They've been so stern as to never trip on fact, strive and fail to act, fail to see and learn how I never knew the heart could ache and break, then yearn. Zooks, have I fallen asleep among the bowl of fruits, my plummy face, absurd, human hate in his hate of self-sheet, and rapid indeed, and in between, what is wrong with me? Never stop rapping for all eternity, never stop rapping for infinity, spitting never endingly, what is wrong with me? I can never stop rapping until my head pops off, again and again. Everything works because of science. Even your old kitchen appliance? What about your mom's car without science? It wouldn't go far with science. We can make a computer or phone. If you want a twin, just ask for a clone. Science will explain nature and trees. It's also used to find cures for disease. Science is cool. The evidence is clear. So much fun. Enjoy it, my dear. There's a spitting about drinking this beer. My father recycles all his trash. He eats organic food. He cares for the environment. He's quite the hipster dude. A reduce, reuse, recycle is the motto of my frog. He drives a solar-powered car to cut back on the smog. He helps endangered species and oppose climate change. He knows that since he's a frog. This might seem kind of strange, but still he does his very best to keep our planet clean. He thinks it's only natural. He's proud of being green. It seems there's a devil in my dream. It seems there's a devil in my dreams. It seems what is wrong with me? Never stop spitting. It seems never stop spitting spoken poetry. It seems about indeed. I love you because the earth turns round the sun, because the north wind blows north sometimes, because the Pope is Catholic and most rabbis Jewish, because winters flow into springs and the air clears after a storm. As a lily among brambles, so is my love among maidens. As an apple tree among the trees of the wood, so is my beloved among young women. How do I love thee? Let me count the ways I love thee to the depths and the breadth and height my soul can reach. Come live with me and beat my love, and we will all the pleasures prove. The valleys, groves, hills, and fields, woods or steepy mountain yields. Love conquers all things. Let us too surrender to love. Love is bitter and sweet, but which is more sweet, the bitterness or the sweetness? None has spoken it. Give me a kiss, and to that kiss a score. Then to that 20, add 100 more. What's from Napoleon shore? To make that 1,000 up a million, treble that million, and when that is done, let's kiss afresh as when we first begun. Not a book of verses underneath the bough, a jug of wine, a load of bread, and thou beside me, seen in the wilderness, oh wilderness where paradise now plow. Drink to me only with fine eyes, and I'll pledge with mine, or leave a kiss but in the cup, and I'll not look for wine, and giving you in earnest words, I flaunt and jest. Oh, my love is like a red rose that's newly sprung in June. Oh, my love is like a melody that's sweetly played in tune. Before you kissed me, only winds of heaven had kissed me, and the tenderness of rain. And now you have come, and now how can I care for kisses like theirs again? With their thee conversing, I forget all time, all seasons, and their change, all pleased alike. All love, let us be true to one another, for the world which seems to lie before us like a land of dreams, so various, so beautiful, so new, hath really neither a joy, nor love, nor light, nor certitude, nor peace, nor help for pain. Wild nights, where I would be. A wild night should be luxury. Your I am open. There's a spitting rapping what's wrong with my head. I love you because the earth turns around the sun, because the north wind blows north sometimes, because the Pope is Catholic. There's a rapping, relentless love. Let us be true to one another, for the world which seems to lie before us like a land of dreams, so various, so beautiful, so new, hath really neither joy, nor love, nor light, nor certitude, nor peace, nor help for pain. Insane wild nights where I would be. Wild nights would be luxury. It seems a vow, though all eternity to thee, a joyful song I'll raise, for all eternity is too short to utter all thy praise. Love doesn't make the world go round. Love is what makes the ride worthwhile, with the earth and the sky dry and the water remade like a casket of gold for my dreams of your image, that blossoms a red rose in the deeps of my heart. From the start, I hit her gesture, motion, and her smiles, her wit, her voice. My heart beguiles my heart. I know why, and yet I love her till I die. I carry your heart with me. I carry your heart with me. I carry it in my heart. I am never without it. Anywhere I go, you go, my dear. And whatever is done, be by only me. As you're doing, my darling, I fear. I wish I could remember the first day, first hour, first moment of you. You're meeting me. If bright or dim the season it might be, summer or winter, for aught I can say. So unrecorded did it slip away. So blind was I to see and to foresee. So dull to mark the button on my tree that would not blossom yet for many a May. Her voice is low and sweet, and she's all the world to me. And for Bonnie Annie Laurie, I'd lay me down to die. They're spitting rhymes, neither love for me, neither me for thine own dear pities, wiping my cheeks dry. Creatures might forget to weep, who bore that by comfort long and lost by love, thereby, but might love me for love's sake, that evermore thou mayest love on, though love's eternity. There's that spitting spoken poetry. There's a spitting spoken poetry. What is wrong with me? There's that spitting till my head pops off again. There's that spitting till my head pops off again. Spitting poetry all night long. Rhyme after rhyme all night and night. Rhyme after rhyme all night and night. What must be wrong with my mind? There's a spitting the lyrics and rhymes all day and all night. What must be wrong with my head? Spitting and rapping again till my head pops off, I said. There's a spitting and rapping again. I'm spitting when I'm thinking again. I'm spitting when I'm thinking again. There's that rapping, I said. What must be wrong with my head? Oh no, it just popped off again. And I'm thinking of poetry, I said again. No, north, south, poles of madness will rebel against each other, push away, just like people they repel, like from same from same, spinning round a circle game till north and south, stay together just like people, friends forever, quiet, loud, friend, shy is an earthly factor, planet is a magnet, rapping again on my shadow on a sunny day, and standing clear of any tree, starts at my feet and makes a shape of black that looks a bit like me, but when it's dark, a table lamp will cast a shadow on the wall, and down the hall, the shape it forms will hardly look like me at all. The shadow from a light close by creates a kind of monster shape that slithers around the walls and doors like vampires in their long black capes. When lights are dim, the shapes look weird. We conjure up all kinds of gloom. There are no monsters, vampires, ghosts. It's just the shadows in the room of the loom. Let Y equal any number of fathers. Let X equal the numberless planets. Let Y minus X equal long nights of fog. And let X plus Y equal Hydra and Incubus. If Y is greater than X, or why do all my convictions gape? If X is greater than Y, does father just mean nightcap? When X is divided by Y, we set sail on a windjammer. When Y is divided by X, watch for the banshee be in, or let X be replaced by a midsummer night. And Y by well, you can never replace Y, but by morning Y will lollygag near half moons. Odysseus, sailing to Ithaca, mildew as it rots, and a B is no more theory of relativity, it is a helter-skelter, a mater familias, Ma Barker and Rebecca, of a mother who deceived, not Sarah, who couldn't conceive, nor the mother of all of nature, of the black turn of a kitty wake, plants ornamental, baroque, of a cumulus, of a nebulosos, and yet mother of pearl, and ice cold Tigger's eye, and monkey in the middle. Let's say a B is percent of all the love in the world, synonymous with do you love me now? That I can dance. I hope you dance. Off comes my pants. Let's agree that A is a salsa or peso, a double, and B is always the beguine, spitting rhyme after rhyme. Insert shot. I'll never stop spitting. Einstein's notebook, 1905, day one. A theory that is based on the two postulates that the speed of light and all inertial frames and constant independent of the source or observer, as in the speed of light emitted. I'm spitting Einstein, I said, from the truth is the same as that of a lie coming from the lamp of a face glowing with trust, and the laws of physics are not changed in all inertial systems, which leads to the equivalence of mass and energy and of change in mass dimension and time with increased velocity of space is compressed in the direction of the motion, and time slows down as when I look at a Maleva. It's as if I've been in a spaceship traveling as close to the speed of light as possible, and when I return years later, I'm younger than when I began the journey, but she's grown older, less patient. Even a small amount of mass can be converted into enormous amounts of energy. I whisper her name in her ear, and blood flows like a mallet running across vibes. But another woman shoots me a flirting glance, and what was inseparable is now cleaved in two. A mildew to do, boo, mapped on tissue, a mass of wire and electricity of the highest order somewhere in this live tangle. A live tangle the scientists discovered, like shipmates on a suddenly round Earth, a new catalog, synaptic proteins presenting how memory is laid down at the side of a transmitting neuron. An electrical signal arrives and releases chemical packets. What I imagine is nothing, are a bunch of conversing squirts remaking flat into intimate, wrapping a bit of a bet. In 1981, Eris's spacious face hadn't been discovered yet. My mother hadn't been a day off from Fort Bend yet. Pluto was still a planet, one of 9 celestial bodies snapped into drums, orbits around the sun like the orthodontic rubber bands no one in Carrier's house had. I hid my gaps, and by not smiling, imagining an astronaut, a future as sharp and fixed as a dentist's smile, 236 miles above Earth, where up and down are instructions instead of directions. Behind a mirrored visor was singing inside my American flag, extracular mobility unit to robust. It could keep a black boy from India breathing into an outer space. We didn't have any solar system models at PS 113, so I had to get my own raps and spitting notes into my phone. I dove into dumpsters, searching for cans and bottles under the OJ cartoons and maggots, fattened swallows of juice. I dug through frozen dinner boxes and apple cores shaped like moldy infinities, then foraged the iced out underpass. Eminem Kim painted in the moon. I'd read, then X'd out with black paint. By the time the frost went away, I hunted the ice, entire clogged a crack where I would have spun that bottle with Cynthia from science class if I wasn't chicken. The A&P paid by the pound, and I dragged sacks stuffed with sand-filled skilts and tab cans round back where where the race face of sweating on the scale. I knew my game and paid me away 3 months of collecting, and I had enough money to order our system from the back of a Star Trek comic. All 9 planets in adjustable orbits and Earth, Majesty, anchoring the third lane. The kid in the ad wasn't as excited as I was, waiting for the mailman every day after mailing 5 wrinkled bills, but the solar system never came. Waiting vain to dame. And when I heard of a learned astronomer, when the proofs, the figures were arranged in columns before me, when I was shown the charts and diagrams to add, divide, and measure them, when I went sitting, I heard the astronomer where he lectured with much applause in the lecture room. How soon, unaccountable, I became tired and sick, rising and gliding out. I wandered off by myself in the mystical, moist night air, and from time to time I looked up in perfect silence at the stars, gazing afar. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, from afar. Spitting, I shall forever spit infinite content.